She has some kind of genetic secret that could destroy or save the world. What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is web series we're talking about Transformers last night. This episode number 155, and it's been a couple of days since I did a Road to TF5 episode, and between then and now, a lot of new news has surfaced, so that's what we're here to talk about. We're going to save all the shoutouts to the very end of this episode. Stay tuned for that. Let's get right into it, and what we're going to talk about is a new official image of Hot Rod, and this appears in the latest edition of Entertainment Weekly, and I'm just going to read you the text right here. The Transformers are about to go medieval on moviegoers. It turns out the war between Hasbro shape-shifting robots extends all the way to Arthurian legend. In this fifth movie, an astronomer, Anthony Hopkins, tracks these connections to Oxford's Viviane Wembley, Laura Haddock, a fellow scholar who has no idea she harbors a genetic secret that could destroy or save the world. The humans are empowered in a way that is very different than we've experienced before, and honestly, it's not easy figuring out how to empower the 6-foot human versus the 35 to 45-foot robot. Producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura says, Wembley comes face to face with a friend she didn't even know she had, the Autobot Hot Rod. And it continues on to the next couple of pages. And let's take a look at this image a little closer. So, we have Hot Rod and a very combative looking Viviane Wembley standing in front of a castle. And what I gather from here is that Viviane Wembley's character in this scene is probably meeting Hot Rod for the very, very first time. And when she sees Hot Rod, obviously she feels threatened, she's very scared, and she's just swinging around very aggressively, and she's being very combative, defensive, and Hot Rod is going like this, and he's probably either saying one of two things, and that is, hey, come at me, bro, or he's saying something like, I come in peace. And it's probably the latter, because after all, in the article it says that she comes face to face with a robot friend that she never knew she had. And this kind of reminds me of the whole arrangement between Bumblebee and Sam Witwicky, because Sam Witwicky and Bumblebee, their arrangement is that Bumblebee is his guardian. And Bumblebee has always looked out for Sam Witwicky. After all, the history of him with the Transformers actually extends all the way back to his great-grandfather, Archibald Witwicky. So I think that that's a similar thing that is going on with Viviane Wembley and Hot Rod, and that is Hot Rod is Viviane Wembley's guardian. She just never knew it, but he's been looking out for her all along. At least that's what I believe. And also, Viviane Wembley, it's also mentioned in the article that she has some kind of genetic secret that could destroy or save the world. Now that's a pretty big deal. And so that could mean that, you know, she, I guess, like, there's a secret that extends all the way for many, many generations through her bloodline that is a pretty big deal. Either she has some sort of knowledge that can save or destroy the world, or something, she harbors something genetically, whatever the heck that means. But anyways, it's a pretty big deal. And Lorenzo de Bonaventura also says that something that about the humans having more empowerment. So, which means that the humans have a more significant role than they've had before in the previous films. They have a much more significant role in this movie, and there's something that is very, very important about their characters that could lead to something very, very big that can happen to their world. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But anyways, this is a very, very amusing scene, because it looks like there could be a lot of, I guess it's a scene for comic relief, but anyways, this could be a very, very funny introduction to the character of Hot Rod. So anyways, moving on, we're going to talk about something new, and that is a new, I guess, a subline of the Transformers Last Night toys, and it's called the Armor Up Turbo Changers. We've always known of the Turbo Changers, which is essentially a renamed version of the One-Step Changers from Transformers Age of Extinction, but now there's the Armor Up Turbo Changers. There's a new commercial for it, and it comes with a really cool CG animation that we've never seen before. First of all, there are three of them: Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Grimlock. And here we see Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, and what's so different about them is that they come with this brand new kind of battle mask. And I guess that's the gimmick for the Armor Up Turbo Changers, because when they put it on, when you push the button, a armored face mask comes on. And this is what it looks like as a toy. Now, this is what it looks like in a CG animation. Now, keep in mind, they made an entirely new CG animation for this concept, the Armor Up Turbo Changers, and I'm just thinking, could this just be a new gimmicky toy line, or could this be something that actually happens in the movie? Now, the reason why I'm suggesting that is because Optimus Prime has always gone through upgrades in the last three sequels. Age of Extinction, he goes from evasion mode to armor knight mode. Dark of the Moon, he goes from his regular mode to the flight tech mode. And then in Revenge of the Fallen, he goes from regular mode to Jetwing Prime. So could this be a new mode for him? I mean, maybe he needs to put on this mode if he's going to fight against medieval creatures like Dragonstorm or something. I don't know, but anyways, I'm going to leave you the link to the commercial. You can check it out. It's got a pretty cool CG animation. Next thing we're going to talk about is toys. There are a lot of toys. After all, the toys are coming out officially on Monday, April 24th. That is the official street date, which is supposedly not allowed to be broken, but a lot of people have broken it, or a lot of retailers have broken it. I'd like to give a big shout out to Simon Kuzar from Swansea, UK, and what he's done is he showed me a photo of the display for his local Toys R Us, and it's a pretty cool display. I really like what I see here, and you get to see images of Prime, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Barricade. It's something that we've already seen before, but it's pretty cool to see what they look like together in this giant display. Anyways, the toys have been appearing in various parts of the world, but the official street date will be on Monday, April 24th. Okay, moving on. What we got to talk about is new official images of the toys. And what we have here is a new boxed image of Squeaks, or rather the first boxed image of Squeaks, I guess, because I've never seen a boxed image of Squeaks. And this is what he looks like in the box. This is the RC radio-controlled Squeaks. And then there's the radio-controlled Squeaks himself, and here's a remote control, and what we see here is that he has the big gun again. And I'm still curious if he actually uses that in the actual movie. And then also we have another image of Megatron. Here he's got his battle axe, his new fusion cannon, and it also comes with like these flamethrower blasts. There's two of them, which probably doubles as like thruster engine blast. Yeah, that's right. If you look on the jet mode, there it is as thrusters coming out. And then here he is in the box. And then here is Optimus Prime in the box. This is the leader class. Here is the Vico mode. Now here is the robot mode, and I want to make a commentary about this, and that is, sure, this looks obviously very, very familiar. After all, it's just a repaint or a different color version of the Transformers Age of Extinction leader Optimus Prime, which it is. However, there's something very different about this compared to the way it was displayed in New York Toy Fair, and that is what happened to all the silver paint. What happened to all the silver paint? I'm a little bit disappointed because I like the way it looks with the silver paint. It looks kind of glossy. They kind of took that away from the actual toy itself, because this is what it looks like boxed, and is back to being gray again. So, honestly speaking, it's not that much different from the Age of Extinction version. They decided to take that silver paint away, and I'm not sure why, and that's kind of unfortunate because this is the version that I actually liked, and I actually thought about getting him. But if they're gonna take that away, I'm not interested in that, in it anymore. So I don't know what's going on there, but I see two versions. Another repaint that is gonna be out there, well, not out there everywhere, but specifically in Taiwan, is this battle-damaged Voyager class Optimus Prime. So we already know there's a Voyager class Optimus Prime. It's part of the first wave of the Voyager class line. However, in Taiwan, this is an exclusive version, which is limited, and it comes with battle damage, and it looks so good. I mean, it really, really looks good. However, you're gonna have to pay some serious eBay prices if you want to get this one, because it's only available in Taiwan if you're lucky, while supplies last. Here it is in vehicle mode, and it's got a lot of work done to it. It looks really, really weathered. And there's the deluxe Bumblebee that we still haven't seen in robot mode. We only saw an instruction sheet for it, which shows us the robot mode, but we still haven't seen the actual robot mode of this different version of Bumblebee with his arm cannon. We only get to see the vehicle mode. And look, here's the vehicle mode with a lot of battle damage on it and dirt. It looks really cool. But where's that robot mode? I want to see the robot mode, and we still haven't seen that yet. Only as a CG rendered image. And if you're really, really lucky, you can win this Optimus Prime Nemesis Prime helmet. I'll just call it Nemesis Prime helmet with the purple eyes, and the obviously it's not blue anymore. It's the dark gray, and it looks really, really cool. I really like this, but you have to win this in a draw if you are at the Toys R Us in Taiwan. Anyways, moving on. Another thing that's going on right now is Thailand Comic-Con, and TFW 2005.com got a lot of new image of products that are being shown at Thailand Comic-Con, courtesy of Facebook user NonPH. And what they've posted here is new Hero Cross figures. Hero Cross is a company that makes SD, or rather super deformed character toys. And those character toys consist of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. Now these are in their Age of Extinction versions. And that's the evasion mode for Optimus Prime. That's the Bumblebee from Age of Extinction. Here's Squeaks, and he comes with, and there's two versions of Squeaks that are smaller. It's a clean version, also battle damage version, and of course there's this the full size version. And here they are all together with a bunch of little ones. And so this is a line coming out from Hero Cross, so that's pretty exciting. But what's really, really exciting is a brand new battery-operated Optimus Prime statue. I don't know if it's a statue or a figure, like an articulated figure, but this is from a new company called Soap Studios from Soldier Story. And this is Optimus Prime from Transformers Last Night. And what you see here is really, really cool, because what is battery operated is actually his shield, which also doubles as a laser gun, which we've seen him use in Transformers Age of Extinction. Here's what he looks like. I can't really tell how big that is, to be completely honest, but it looks pretty huge. And let's look at the next image. See, here's where you see that the shield is closed up, but once you press this button, it actually opens up to reveal the gun. There's another close-up image of the shield, and you can see the crease where it's supposed to open up. Look at this detail on it. I love the detail on it. It is really, really fine. And look at the details on the head and also on the feet. And like, I think it's plastic. It looks like there's going to be articulation there. Look at all the glyphs on the shoulder armor. Really, really detailed. And finally, here's another shot. And it looks really awesome, and I'm just curious how much and how big and what else works with the batteries. Does it light up, like light up eyes or something like that? Really, really cool. I'm curious about this, because if it's a good price, I would love to have this, because I love the way this looks, and it's so good. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. Let's get down to the shoutouts. Okay, birthday shoutouts go out to Ewan Houghton, Jordan Williams, and Ritwik Chauhan. And other shoutouts go out to Jacob Chambers, Aiden Osegueda Productions, Walls Kingdom, and Kyle Eugene Nippa. So, thank you so much for following me on the Ragin Nation, and thank you for all your support. And to those I said happy birthday to, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for being part of the Ragin Nation. Everybody, I appreciate all your support. We got another episode coming up for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, as always, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, the Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. That red mark is gone, but it's the same setting. This scene takes place in the same location as the fight with Bumblebee. This is when he's getting